We're going to be chatting about headaches and natural solutions to get to the root cause of why you may have a headache. We'll talk about different kinds of headaches, from allergies to migraines to cluster headaches, and we'll go from die-off, from killing gut bacterial and infection. So we'll go over the gamut. Evan, how are we doing today, man?
I'm doing wonderful. Let's begin this thing talking about the conventional solutions. Usually we do that later in the podcast, but let's go straight to the crap. The stuff that unfortunately works, but we don't want to depend on, like your ibuprofen. Is the brand name ibuprofen, is that aspirin or is that naproxen? I need to look that up.
Ibuprofen is basically going to be your typical NSAID, right? That's ibuprofen. It's also meloxicam, I think, as well. And then you're going to have like your Advil, and then you're going to have like your aspirin. Those are your big 2 or 3 right there. There's some different kinds. I think Advil is the same as ibuprofen. Tylenol is going to be, I think, your acetaminophen. I'll look those all up, and I'll get the typical common anti-inflammatories for headaches. So we'll dive in a little bit more specific on the medication side, and we'll go over the natural support side as well on what's typically used, and we'll go over all the root cause. So in general, we have a couple different headaches, right? We're going to have a tension headache, which is going to primarily happen with just stress and pain. A lot of these muscles here in the shoulder and the neck get tight, and that can really cause trigger points and create headaches that are more musculoskeletal and soft tissue based. Okay. We're going to have cluster headaches, which are going to be really, really severe. You're going to feel it behind the eyes. They're going to be very, very piercing pain. And there's different reasons for why those may happen. We're going to have potential sinus headaches. This can be from antigens or foreign allergenic material. If you're in Austin, it could be cedar, etc. And this could get into the sinuses, create inflammation. And there's different things that we do to decrease inflammation, to decrease histamine, and also flush a lot of this stuff out. And then we also have headaches that are more migraine based, where we kind of have like an aura, that open book kind of feeling. We may be nauseous, blurry vision, and these could be hormone based. They could be blood sugar based as well. And then we can also have different types of mixed headaches as well. So that kind of gives you a general idea of the different types of headaches. And also, seeing patients in our clinic that we deal with mold detox or dealing with gut bacterial detoxification or gluten exposure, we can see a lot of headaches from these aspects too, as when we get rid of toxic debris, a side effect could be headaches. And we see that from time to time in the office too.
Yeah, so the prescription I was thinking of in my head, it was actually a combo, like Excedrin. It's a combo of acetaminophen and aspirin and caffeine. And that was the one where I've had many, many people just dependent on the Excedrin. They'll even go for the extra strength reliever for their headaches. I had one lady, I remember, it was actually when I was still working at the chiropractor's office. This lady said she had migraine headaches almost daily for 20 years. She was pretty much debilitated by them. And we were just getting into the very early stages of nutrition with her, just getting her off gluten and dairy. And that's all we did. And her headaches went away. I was like, I didn't even have to go to magnesium and fish oil and all these supplements I thought we were going to do. All we did is get rid of gluten and dairy, and the headaches went away. She was like, oh my God, I wish somebody would have told me it was this easy 20 years ago.
Exactly, right? No, totally. So just to kind of give people a bunch of the different families of medications, we have our acetaminophen medication, which are primarily going to be like our Tylenol, for instance. And that's going to be the acetaminophen. Then we have the salicylic acid, which will be more of like your aspirin, your baby aspirin. That's going to be white